Hey everybody, AltFreak25. So, I have my video for tips on how to survive college. As you all know, I recently graduated college, so here are some survival tips. When you go to college, you have to start talking to people. I know there are some people, I have plenty of friends that I've made that are really shy and don't really want to talk to anybody. But when you make friends, join clubs and organizations, join, even in class, you can make friends. I have sat next to somebody, started talking to them just randomly, and ended up being a good friend. I have joined, going along with joining clubs and organizations. I wish I had joined more, because in high school I was in 6 clubs and played one sport, to going to, I think maybe technically only 2 or 3 clubs. But when you join clubs and organizations, you'll be able to meet people where you have a lot of similar interests with. And those are a lot of fun. I was in my school's anthropology club. That's how I got to know the other majors and minors. So that was really neat that way. Also, in addition, when it comes to social life in college, you've probably been told this a million times, but never feel pressured to drink. Parties are a lot of fun to go to. I've been to a fair amount myself, and I just want to say, if someone starts telling you, "Oh, you should drink," and might even push a drink in your hand, don't feel pressured to drink. I didn't start drinking until my junior year, and even then, I didn't even drink that much. I didn't even start going to parties till my junior year. And when it comes to pressure, never feel pressured into doing something that you're not comfortable with, or just something doesn't feel right. Always go with your gut feeling when it comes to things like that. Also, in addition to alcohol, don't feel pressured into doing drugs, because I know plenty of people that have been pressured into uh, anything from smoking cigarettes to smoking weed to snorting various drugs, and it has ruined their lives. So don't feel pressured into doing that. I think it's very silly in general. So you have that, social life wise. Then you have, when it comes to returning to meeting new people, some people go along with the idea that they want a single. I have some friends who purposely had singles because they wanted a single. They wanted to be by themselves. But mainly a lot of people get doubles. I had a double for 4 years in a row in the same, I stayed in the same dorm. So, there's one thing before your freshman year. It is very, very important that you get in touch with your roommate beforehand. That's what I did my freshman year. Thankfully, she lived, I think, maybe about 40 minutes away from me. And sometimes roommates don't work out. Just simply do not work out. I'll give you an example. My freshman year, even though I'd gotten to know my roommate, she said some rather inappropriate things towards me, and I was very taken aback because I didn't give her any incentive to, so that was weird. But, so my third week, I walk into our room, and she is packing her things up because she was going to move to the second floor with somebody else. No inclination given. We knew we didn't, really get together, but I just didn't really, get along and stuff. But at the same time, it's you you have to have common courtesy when it comes to roommates. You need to respect your roommate. If they want their privacy and they give you that, if they're having their significant other over, and let's say they want some privacy or something along those lines, always set guidelines. Both of you set guidelines, because you can also get in trouble if your roommate has something. Let's say you live in a dry dorm and you know for a fact they have alcohol somewhere, and you can get in trouble and you don't feel comfortable with that. Discuss it with your roommate. Discuss it. And a cool thing is, as the years progress, you can choose your own roommate. I never did that because I wanted to stay in the same dorm. And one of the reasons why I stayed in the same dorm, it was right near my academic building that all my anthropology courses were in, so it was perfect. I stayed, it was right where I worked, which was our school's dining hall, and it was right near the dining hall. So I thought it was very, like, a key location to stay in. Also, when it comes to homework, do not procrastinate. College consists of a lot of reading and writing. Because, well, my major alone, all I did was read and write. Read and write. I have pulled all-nighters before. I don't advise doing them because they're not fun. Because what happened one time this past year is I pulled an all-nighter. I went back to my room at 7 in the morning. I open it, and my friend, who was also my roommate at the time, looks at me and is like, "What?" And then I went to go do my laundry, and I'd left my things in the library and everything, but I went back and it was a interesting all-nighter. But basically, my whole thing is pre-warning. Don't procrastinate. It will really go against you in the end, because sometimes with classes, you'll be loaded up continuously with papers, and you can't keep on doing that. Sorry, my cat just walked in. So, you have those. Then you also have to deal with, let's say, what type of weather your school has. Where I went to school, as I described it, the weather was bipolar. Like, I could go out wearing, like, I'm wearing cami right now. I could go out wearing that, and then all of a sudden, I'd be walking to a class, and it would be pouring. So it was kind of, like, ridiculous. This is Hallie, by the way. Um, but, uh, you, so just keep that in mind, packing the right clothes. And also on account of that, when it comes to, like, you can bring a fan and everything, my cat is still here. I'm petting him. I'm so sorry. That's one of the things that sucks about college, is that you can't have animals. But, so, I'm still petting him. So, like, bringing a fan is advisable. A lot of people, I never did this for some odd reason, bring sandals for the shower, and there are some pretty disgusting stories in general with college bathrooms, so that is a good point. Um, I love animals, and that was, like, very off-key. But other than that, I want you, because I know some of you guys are going to be leaving for college at the end of August. My college started beginning of September. We started late and ended late. But other than that, I think college can be a great experience. It can be a great experience. I dealt with medical issues in college. I went away to college. And a lot of people were shocked that my parents let me go away to college because of aforementioned medical issues. So, only if you feel comfortable going away. I wanted to get out. I wanted to get out of my state. So, it was just like, I want to get the hell out of New York. And yeah, I kind of ended up staying in New York. Figure that one out. But I was far away enough because I wanted to. Because for the longest time, I wanted to originally just, like, commute. But then I figured no, I want to go away. And it helps and works with your independence. It can build your self-esteem that way. And then also, this goes all, okay, I can't stereotype with just girls, but as I had said earlier, when it comes to drinking and everything, be careful. Be careful, because you can have girls, you can have guys that will purposely get you drunk so they can get in bed with you, and guys, exact same thing. Girls will do that too. So try to keep yourself out of a position in which you will have someone want to take advantage of you, because I've heard some horror stories. Like, my school was infamous for it. So I just want you guys to be safe, because I care about you guys. So those are my tips for college. I'm gonna put a link to a friend of mine, actually from my college, Luke Sullivan. I'm gonna put he made a video too. So I'll put a link to that down below. And I hope you guys are doing well. And don't hesitate to message me anytime if you have questions about college or just life in general. Okay, lots of love. AltFreak25.